Welcome back to the Visceral Collection channel. Today I have for you the X-Men vs. Sentinel #1 1/10 scale diorama by Iron Studios. As you can see, the statue came in two huge boxes, a 20-pound box and a 55-pound box. I'm guessing #1 is going to be the base, and this is going to be the Sentinel with the 5 X-Men. I'm going to get to opening this in a second, but I just wanted to note a few things before I even open it. There's some damage here on the top of this box, and there's some damage there on the bottom of that box. But super excited to get this thing. I pre-ordered it about, I think it was a year ago now. I couldn't be happier about having this in already. I have a spot for it up here, so when I'm filming everything, you'll see that's going to be the spot I'm going to have it. Box #1. Pretty cool box art there. You can see the Sentinel with some of the X-Men on it. On the back, you can see a more complete picture of the whole diorama. Here's the box art that I was talking about on the back. This is what the finished product is going to look like. Here I've got the instruction manual before I even started anything. Pretty cool. It's got the art on there. Awesome. Alright, so we flipped the box. Now to open up the Velcro. So this looks like a bunch of Sentinel stuff. I don't know why this is #1. Crazy. Alright. Yeah, so you can see the Sentinel legs. Some of the X-Men in here. This is the part 1 of 2. Here's the second box. You see there where it says part of 2 of 2. I don't know why they wouldn't put the base in part 1, but here you go. Over here I've got 3 of the other 1/10 scale characters waiting to join the diorama. Got Professor Xavier, Mystique, and Cable. So I'm actually going to take a look at the instructions to make sure before I move this stuff over that I'm opening the boxes in the correct order and all that. There's just pictures with numbers, but it doesn't say which box the pieces belong to. Alright, so I'm going to open up the second box now. Okay, cool. Alright. I still got everything covered up here, but it looks like this box has the bottom part of the base, the bigger parts of the base, and the top half of the Sentinel with his arms. Super cool. So this is massive. I think this is the right part. It shows #1 there as like a piece that has a Sentinel foot in it, and this kind of looks like it has a crater. Oh, that's cool. There's like a column that's knocked over there. Yeah, you see the imprint on the Sentinel foot looks huge. Super cool. Check that out. See some brick on the sides. See some motion of the mud and rock and foundation getting pushed up. Pretty cool. Not too heavy. Iron Studios #150 out of 1400. This next huge piece. This is actually #1. I messed up there earlier. The #1 piece is actually the inside of the mansion piece where the foot is. Wow, the board's amazing. The Sentinel foot is breaking the wood floor of the X Mansion. Bam, looks super cool. Check that out. Boards, there's a statue head, marble statue head. Looks pretty cool. I like the motion of it. The rock on the sides looks pretty bland. You see the X symbol there? I don't know if the lighting's all messed up, but you can see it there. It's not painted very well, but pretty cool. There's like a little caution, the yellow caution type thing going on there. Some wires, some wiring underneath the base there as well. Super cool. So this would be number one. And so I have all the big base pieces out now, so I'll get to connecting the whole base and then I'll show you what that's looking like. I have the door to the X Mansion. Super cool with the gold on the knocker there on the door. There's some, like, it looks like Wolverine scratches on the door as well. The door looks like shit because it's broken. Super cool. Really nice. It has like some sort of felt feel on the bottom. It connects here to the base. So now I think I understand the instructions, but it was really unclear. Like super extremely unclear. It even showed the other base piece with this going into it, but that's impossible because the peg actually goes into this base piece. And it showed later on, it showed these two pieces up together, up close together. I think with this other piece flipped as well, like so. Connects it here, it looks like. Yeah, magnetized, really fucking strong. Wow, that's super cool. Check it out. I like how there's like a pathway to the door. See, there's like a pathway to the door. It's getting smashed in. A nice little filler. It's really cool. Broken wood right there. This is the peg side. Huge magnet. Here. Here I've got another piece of the base. Looks like some beams that fell from the ceiling. Pretty cool. There you go. Oh yeah. Super cool. Nice wood. Oh, this is actually the wood that Jubilee's going to be jumping off of. So now I know what direction the statue's going or facing. So I'm going to get a lamp post on there. Found it. There you go. Bam. It's like another broken little pedestal. Pretty cool. And the pedestal you still can't see, but later on I'm going to show like more close-ups and you'll be able to see everything. Two more little accessory pieces, more pedestals, broken pedestals. Yeah, magnets are pretty strong. With the other half of the broken pedestal. Yeah. I think this might be the last of the accessories. It's the family photo of the X-Men with Angel, Beast, Cyclops, Jean Grey, Iceman, and Professor X. Super cool. Vintagey look on the frame. The picture kind of just looks like a comic book art. Pretty cool. It's got a pretty big peg, so you have to place it exactly where they want you to, which is back here. Somewhere you wouldn't really display it, I think, because the Sentinel's facing this way. So here I've got a Sentinel leg. You can see how freaking huge it is. It's amazing. Huge. It looks like it's magnetized here. I'll try not to break anything. Be very careful. Oh yeah, it's magnetized. Pretty good. There you go. Wow. I can't believe this huge thing is built by a magnet. It does feel like there's a little bit of play there, but I guess it's not to be messed with until the next leg goes in. Alright, so here's the second leg. The right leg's super huge. This one also has like the pelvis area. Get this in. This is not easy. Okay. Slow it down a bit. I think that should be good for now. I don't want to make it crush down too much because I know I might not be able to ever get it out. And his foot's not going to sit flat in there because it's not molded that way. So this is as good as it's going to get, and it seems like it fit in all the way. Let's move on to the next steps. So here we go, guys. Here we have the Sentinel with his chest busted through. That's where Wolverine's going to be coming out. His face busted in from where Rogue's punching him in the face. Huge peg down here. His spine. Super cool. Yeah, it seems to be in. Seems to be solid. Cool. Seems huge. So here is the Sentinel's arm that's outstretched. Super cool. This stuff was supposed to light up. I guess it doesn't. I mean, you could tell it doesn't. The hand doesn't. But super cool. Very nice paint. I like the rust. The rust effect they did on there. It made it look old. They wiped off the edges of the paint there on the edges of the metal. Super cool. That's true. And reaching out. Super amazing. Flexing. Awesome. Now, next is his shoulder plates. Here I have the two shoulder pads. Well, this one's being ripped out by a beast. And the paint on this shoulder pad is kind of meh, but I'm sure once it's all together, it's going to look amazing. Rogue is going to go somewhere right here anyway, so it's going to look freaking legit right now. So next up is Jubilee. She looks amazing. There's so much detail on this little tiny piece. I didn't expect for the firework type energy beams that she does to be one piece with her and everything, but her face looks amazing. She's got the iconic glasses. She's got some nice shorts, jean shorts on with the X-Men belt. She's got some pretty cool like Converse like high top shoes. See the laces and everything. Super cool. There's even detail on the bottom of the shoe. Detail on the pants and the shirt. Vertical lines. There's just a tiny little detail, paint detail on the shorts, but I mean, nothing I can't live with. And she's the first one to go in on the Sentinel. So there she is. Keyed in really good. Wow, this thing is gonna look so breathtaking. In this direction, let's go. situation right now. She's alone, but she's got 4 more pieces coming. And then she's got Professor X and everyone over here ready to go. Super cool. Let's see who's next. Next we got Cyclops' Eye Blast. It reminds me of one of those candies. I don't remember which one it is. It reminds me of like some sort of pop. Oh, sick. Alright. So here I've got Cyclops next. Connect him to his beam. I already attached his head. He doesn't have any eyes or anything there. He has a switch out head with his eyes, but for this one you connect it into the base and into the sonic beam at the same time, for the eye beam. I don't know if it's psionic, but here you go. Blammo. So that wasn't easy at all by any means, but the outcome is amazing. You see, he's blasting the leg of the Sentinel, the thigh. Super cool. I guess I shouldn't have assumed that it would be easy to achieve that effect. Luckily I was able to get it in there without damaging his face or his nose. Super cool. Next up we have Wolverine. I put the slash on him already. It actually is touching his shoulder pad there. When the magnet on his hand clicked together, it kind of, you could hear it when it hit it, but it didn't ding it or anything. It's super cool. It's amazing how they put his teeth in there. His tongue is even in there. The texture on his mask is amazing. His hair, everything's crazy. I don't understand how they did the leather on his everything. I mean, this is metal, I think. It's just, the leather look on his gloves looks amazing. He has like dirt on his boots. He's got texture to his boots. He's got seams. Amazing. Simply amazing. This met my expectations and above. I was a little bit scared because I had it ordered from Iron Studios before, and I had to return some pieces because the quality wasn't exactly up to par. Alright, let's go. There he is, looking amazing. And so we're a little bit. Who's next? It's gonna be Rogue. I've already got her head out on X, so Rogue looks pretty cool. She's got her classic suit on, her classic headband, hairstyle. Looks pretty angry. She's gonna be punching the Sentinel. She's got a nice leather belt with the X-Men symbol on it. She's got some dirt on her boots. Really nice leather look there. The hair looks pretty cool, the flow of it. Her face isn't exactly the best, but for something so small, it's pretty cool that they were able to give it any sort of definition. Boom, fits right there like a glove. Punching the Sentinel in the face. Last piece is going to be Beast, ripping off a piece of the armor plating of his shoulder. So last up is Beast. It looks like he already has a piece of Sentinel in his hand, so there's nothing to add on here. I'm not exactly sure if he just magnetizes to. Yeah, I think he just magnetizes. You can kind of see a footprint there. But there's a little chip on his toe. Nothing to cry about, but I'm gonna have to maybe paint that with a little bit of black or something. The paint isn't exactly perfect on these things, but the sculpts are amazing, especially for the scale. Super crazy. This might be the best character in the Dio besides Wolverine. Wolverine looks amazing. There you go. Wow, looks amazing in place. You can't really see his eyes unless you're looking up from down. But I really like the placement that I chose to put this thing. I'll move this back so you can see a little bit better, or not back, I'll just move it to the side so you can see the layout of how I have everything. He's up my Mortal Kombat stuff. I'll turn some of this light off. Some of my Mortal Kombat stuff. There's a Sentinel. There's going to be Xavier, and I'm going to move them a little bit closer to the scene. And then everything's starting to fill up over here. As I get more of my pre-orders in, or get more impulse buys, the collection's going to start filling out a little bit, and I'm going to have to stop once I run out of space, clearly, but so overall the piece looks super dynamic. I mean, you could display it how I displayed it here, or you could just have it facing you directly. That would look super cool as well. I like to have it like this because you can see everything. I mean, you can see a little bit of everything. If you had it facing you, you wouldn't be able to see Cyclops this much, but all the other 4 X-Men plain view. Super cool. I don't regret my decision to buy this thing at all, and I just wish it was a little bit cheaper, easier on the wallet. But for how big it is and the intricacies of it and everything, and it being 5 characters all in one, pretty amazing. And some of the companion pieces are pretty cool as well. Like I have Xavier here. I'll be putting them a little bit closer. You know, controlling the scene from out here, he has a similar base. I can have him right here, or I can have him on the other side of. No, it makes more sense to have him out here, because if he's over there on the side of Cyclops and he's outside of the mansion, this is the inside part of the mansion. So I can have him like here, bam, like so. This would also be inside the mansion. It's going to be spring into action. Cable would be somewhere out here in the courtyard. So I might actually have to move this thing over to the left, because I do have the X-Men vs. Sentinel number 3 coming. Not exactly sure when they're releasing it, but I already have it paid off. Super cool. Yeah. And I'm going to have to lay it out like long ways, so figure it out. Well, anyways, I don't plan on keeping all of the companion pieces either. I think I might get rid of Mystique and Cable and just keep Professor Xavier. There's some other cool ones, like there's Jean Grey, Sabretooth, there's Nightcrawler, but I canceled some of those because I figured having all these little pieces around it isn't really going to do it for me. Professor Xavier is an exception because he's the leader of the team, and he's also like signaling to them with his power, which is pretty cool. Everyone else is kind of just hanging around, especially Cable. I really don't like his like I guess his position. He's kind of like in a museum, because it looks like he's kind of not really ready to go, but kind of like in a photo position. Well, anyways, my thoughts on this statue are that it's super amazing. I can't even believe that it's finally here. It's gotta be super heavy. They said it's like 70 pounds. and I think that this shelf that I have it on is going to be able to hold the weight. I think I could even sit on this thing if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I put a bunch of cone thingies on the ground. I don't know those cones, but they're like riser things. Underneath, there's 8 of them, and each one of them holds 400 pounds. And this is supposed to be like a TV cabinet thing, so I'm pretty sure it can hold 80 pounds easy on it. We'll be back pretty soon with another video on some statues or some cool comic book stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's been a long video, but I hope it was worth it. Thank you so much, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.